Vance Vombaur. He's matched up against the #1 seed Bo Bartlett, Brock Hardy, and Jesse Mendez. Bottom half of the brackets, 4 All-Americans scrapping on the Resolite here in Evanston. What are you looking forward to, Jim, in this Bartlett-Vombaur match?
Well, I'll tell you what, whether the pace of Vombaur can be picked up enough here to get Bo Bartlett kind of out of his game. I tell you what, he's been as composed really all season. You look at his interview, he's always smiling and laughing, and he's got a great spirit to him this year as far as his competitive spirit and what he's experienced here in his last year. I think the one on the right here is going to be a lot of fun here. Is this the day that Brock Hardy can really get after it here and kind of move up an echelon in this weight class?
Brock Hardy, Tim, is so tricky up against that physicality and pace, the relentlessness of Mendez.
Well, he is tricky, and you know, I've talked to Brock, and he wants to not just be known for his trickiness, but for his offense, and he got in there really tight there, but it's hard to fend off Mendez when he's shooting all the time.
Vance Vombaur with a takedown, a 3-0 lead for the Gopher.
He's able to put a little stress on Bo Bartlett right there with that low shot, beautiful finish, and you know, he will stay out there and hammer you in the top position. Bartlett's really good at getting out from underneath. But that length and grip strength, a grippy wrestler here. You see how he's got the hips moving. Right there, comes across there, hips in with a nice little sagging little trip right there. Bartlett has an advantage right now. He gets his head up.
Vombaur holding onto that right leg. Vombaur 22-3 this season. They met at the NCAAs last March. Bartlett pinned Vombaur. And Brock Hardy strikes first.
It's a formation of the high C. It's kind of a sneak step that he does, a little bit different. Learned it over the last year, got in on that high C and finished it for a takedown against Mendez. Really nice offense by Hardy.
And it goes right into that leg right there too. Look at that figure 4 up high on the leg.
These two met last season at the Cliff Keen Invitational. It was 11-3 Mendez. Then at the NCAAs, 6-2 Mendez, and Hardy came back and took third. 3-1 score, 60 seconds first period, as Bartlett escapes. 40 seconds of riding time for Hardy in this first period.
That was really good work there by Vombaur. You could sense that Bartlett wanted to attack that left leg, but he kind of scooted along the side of the mat right there. Just kind of had a little scoot right there and drops in on a shot, gets up to his feet one more time.
Really good recovery there from Vombaur.
Yeah, so he's taking shots and getting back to the neutral position. That's a good sign for him. Again, it's just a guy that can put pressure on you, stress on you. Advantage tie here for Bartlett with the underhook.
And Brock Hardy continues to build up the riding time with that crossbody ride, the leg in on the right side.
Yeah, he loves putting that leg in. He does a really nice job. He feels comfortable on the side there. And so he sags a little bit, keeps Mendez from getting any separation.
Final seconds in this first period. And it is going to be a reversal for Mendez. The challenge brick flies in. Big call coming up with Hardy and Mendez.
It's definitely a reversal, and I think it came inside the time. It's going to be close. They'll take a look at it.
Yeah, it looked like he cleared his hands out of that.
So talking about being on the side, got a little bit too far on this side right here as Mendez does get the separation, casts back over, pulling on that ankle up. You see him pulling the ankle and then basing out on top, and there's the reversal. Don't know about the clock.
Well, you see the gentleman on the left here to the right of the referee here, to our left here, he waved it off, and it looked, I mean, waved that the time was out, looked like the reversal was there.
Vombaur went on bottom second period, got the escape. The Gopher leading it 4-1. Vombaur was 8th at the national tournament last March. After a 7th place finish at the Big Tens, he's ranked 8th in the nation. Bartlett's 19-0, the 2-time All-American. A runner-up at the Big Tens and NCAAs, and he darts in on a single leg. Takedown would tie it up.
That's exactly what he did there. Just came to the head first and got below the knee right there. Vombaur has good length in here. He'll try to do his best to hand fight in this situation. A little dump effort there by Bartlett. What you want to try to do is keep your right shoulder on the inside part of the leg. Vombaur showing a lot of flexibility as they jump back in.
And those are huge sequences in these kind of matches. Vombaur to keep it 4-1.
Yeah, take a look at that. Hand
It was a
fighting
golden
right now.
opportunity for Bartlett to tie the match, and now Vombaur with a leg attack.
Vombaur's attack rate is always good. I mean, his attack rate is higher than most wrestlers. He loves to create chaos.
Short time in the second period.
Able to get to his feet.
This would be huge for Vombaur. And now he's back down on his knees. Some good defense from both Vombaur and Bartlett in that period. 4-1 to the third. And the call stands on the right. What a huge reversal for Mendez in the final seconds of the first.
You mentioned those shots, Shane, that Vombaur is getting in, and you don't see Bartlett giving up that type of, with his speed and quickness and athletic ability. You don't see many guys get to his leg.
42 seconds of riding time for the Gopher. Looking to push that over 1 minute. Bartlett to his feet. Good little return there from Vombaur. And 3 more for Brock Hardy, the Cornhusker, with his second takedown.
Did a really nice job of getting the escape, and Mendez did not want any part of Hardy in an upper body, so he kind of had to let him go. And then again, in on that leg, and did a nice job of finishing. Great offense by Hardy.
Hardy really good in the top position.
Vombaur making Bartlett work for that escape. Already 109 of riding time. Works that leg in. Notice how he lowers his hips level right there to go ahead and sag on Bartlett a little bit, just making him work just enough.
The Big Ten finalists from a year ago in battles.
Neck wrench attempt here by Bartlett. A little bit better scramble. He gets up to his feet, and Vombaur, rather than risking the stall warning right there, gives the escape.
4-2 score. Bartlett with an attack, shoelaces flat.
Look at the reach of Vombaur, being able to come back over to the ankle right there and get a stalemate.
Brock Hardy, a pair of takedowns. And here is Mendez. A trick knee from Hardy. Mendez pops his head to the outside.
Mendez gets his right arm cut across, and they call it potentially dangerous before Mendez can finish what looked like was an inevitable takedown.
Riding time is locked up for Vombaur, so Bartlett with 32 seconds, he needs a takedown.
Takedown to tie. Inside collar tie, you've seen Vombaur live on that left-hand collar tie. He's freeing that hand out. He wants to get it back on the head if he can.
Vombaur, nice job. Bunt to the center. On that Northwestern logo, we are down to 10 seconds.
Keeping his balance is Vombaur.
We saw Matt Ramos go down at 125 pounds, and now another number 1 seed. Bo Bartlett goes down. There's a hurricane in Evanston. And a tight one with Hardy and Mendez. Vance Vombaur improved to 23-3. Just a really impressive match against Bo Bartlett.
Hey, he kept on the offense, got on the leg several times here. That riding he did was critical to keep the lead.
And what happened here was Mendez got in on a late takedown, but they called locking hands on him. So it was 7-6. They gave one to Hardy for locking hands. They're arguing. They're looking at it now.
141 pounds in the Big Ten. 9 ranked guys, 4 in the top 10, the 4 semifinalists.
Take it off.
So they wave off the locked hands. They take a point off the board, so we're 7-6.
Husker coaching staff not liking that call, waving off the locked hands.
Four-time All-American Brian Snyder pleading his case, assistant coach. Along there with Tervel Delagnev.
So he pops. And it depends. We can't see where the three was, but if they gave three.
Third round results, a consolation at 197. McDaniel, Nebraska. Winner by decision 5-2. McDaniel of Nebraska 5-2. And Isaiah Salazar of Minnesota. Winner by a major decision 13-0. Salazar of Minnesota, major decision 13-0.
See the
Here's
sequence.
Here's where Mendez is going to pop that head. Going to put himself in a good position to get the three. He's going to get called.
Let's send it to Zach Mackey. He is with Vance Vombaur.
That's right, Shandy. He's going to be wrestling for a Big Ten championship come tomorrow. Vance, take me through how you feeling right now, knowing you're going to wrestle for a championship tomorrow.
Man, it feels amazing. You know, I was battle tested this whole week. I had a banged up knee. Had to take off practices. It was really hard, but thanks to my coaching staff, he told me, he's like, just turn your brain off. Turn your brain off and go wrestle. This is what we do for fun, you know. Go out and wrestle. My strength coach, Scott McWilliams, said he had a dream the other day that I was going to be the Big Ten. I was going to be in the Big Ten finals. And then he woke up to a picture of me taking my weight and sending it to him. So this one's for him.
There you go. You're one step closer to a Big Ten championship.
Dreams coming true for Vance Vombaur. Jesse Mendez, 8-7. Looking to take that riding time under a minute. It's at 1:15, and now Hardy with an opportunity.
As Hardy is able to secure his riding, or basically save his riding time in that sequence there. That's the important thing about that escape. So 8-8 with riding time for Hardy.
1:08 remaining in the third. Vance Vombaur awaits in the 141-pound Big Ten final.
So it's
Snap
no
there
stalling.
from Mendez.
Yeah, no stall call here. Advantage Hardy right now. Mendez going to have to get in on him and get that takedown.
It's going to be tough to do that with Hardy with his rear end to the edge of the mat right there. He drives through. Good job by Hardy getting his feet back, and that's continuous action, and he'll go to the feet.
Back to the center, 33 ticks left in regulation. Hardy with that riding time at 1:11. Could that be the difference?
Mendez trying to stalk a little bit, but now they're at that outer third again. You know, he likes to take a lot of straight-on shots right there. And Hardy doing an excellent job of keeping his balance right there. Now he drops in a shot on the edge.
Another shot there by Mendez. No stall call. Quick shot there off the whistle from Mendez.
Hardy cutting the corner, though. He's got an elbow locked up, trying to go the other direction. Hardy's got that elbow deep.
And with the riding time points, the Cornhuskers have another Big Ten finalist. 9-8. Hardy knocks off the reigning Big Ten champion.
Wearing the red from Rutgers, Joseph Olivieri. His opponent wearing the green from Michigan, Sergio Lemley.
Vance Vombaur, Tim, they call him the Hurricane, and with good reason. This guy is a hurricane in the
He's
wrestling.
chaotic as a wrestler because he's always attacking. And he's in great shape. He has a tank, and the attack rate increases as the match goes on.
Vombaur this season, Soldier Salute finalist. Lost to Josh Coderhant of Navy in that final.
And wrestling on mat number 3 for first place from Minnesota, wearing the green, Vance Vombaur.
Looking at the bracket here at 141 as Brock Hardy enters to some scorpions. Vombaur knocked off Bo Bartlett 5-3. Previously undefeated Bo Bartlett's. And Hardy knocks off the reigning Big Ten and NCAA champion Jesse Mendez 9-8. Here we go at 141 pounds.
Just these two guys' attitudes out there, the way they take the mat, the way they wrestle high-paced matches, the scramble situations they're willing to get into, the fact that they've wrestled here before, right, leads you to believe here that these two dudes are not going to stand around. They're going to get on the attack right away. It could be a lot of points scored here.
Brock Hardy, two-time All-American.
And you mentioned coming all the way back here. You mentioned Vombaur being the 26th seed and being able to be an All-American here. How about Brock Hardy and the job that he did last year at the NCAA's, finishing third?
Putting that spladle by Jesse Mendez. It was one of those moments where you go one way or another and just used it as motivation. The big win last night against Mendez. He came back and took third place at the national tournament, beating Real Woods. That was a huge win.
Big difference between Brock Hardy is his offense, and we talk about offense and attack rate. There's Vombaur in on a leg, but good defense. But you know, Brock Hardy's gone to another level because he's so good in leg defense and his tricks, but he has really upped his game in the last year on his feet.
You mentioned the tricks. I mean, he's like, call him the old guy at the Y here. You show up here with a set of wrestling shoes here, and there's a guy like that in the gym that knows every trick, knows how to carry his weight. And what he does so well is it plays defense here. He keeps a lot of weight on people's heads when he's trying to cut the corner. Right here, exactly in this position here, real difficult for a guy like Vombaur to get up because he's constantly putting that type of weight on, and there's a cradle.
Brock Hardy's got Vombaur on his back. We've seen one fall already from Drake Ayala. Hardy going to make an adjustment.
He's got that leg scooped up. Can Vombaur come back around? He fighting vigorously on this thing.
Brock Hardy looking for the fall. And Brock Hardy, Big Ten Championship mission complete. Brock Hardy, the second fall in these finals, improves to 23-3. There you see Brock Hardy's family. That is his mother on your left, his wife on the right. The emotion spilling from his family. And when Brock Hardy gets in a cradle, Jim, you are in a bad, bad place.
I tell you what, he had every chance to basically put him there. That was so tight. How about that celebration there? The emotion, the corner, and Nebraska's had a great tournament.
Brock Hardy's down on the mat with Zach.
That's right, Shane. Big Ten champion Brock Hardy. Brock, talk me through. You got in there. You got the cradle locked up. What were you seeing in there?
I was just wrestling, man. You know, Vance is an incredible competitor, and I knew this was going to be a fight, and so I was going to look for every opportunity, and it was there. I took it.
You finished third at the Big Ten championships last year. What's it like to be at top of the podium this year?
It feels great. You know, I feel like things are coming together, and I'm refiguring out how to wrestle, and so just having fun.
You got 2 weeks now. What can we expect out of Brock Hardy in the NCAA tournament?
The best out of me. You're going to get everything out of me. That's what you can expect.
Congrats, Brock.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Big Ten champion, Shane, Brock Hardy.